If you're not enjoying the work now, what makes you think you're going to enjoy it once you're in med school?
So I really want to give this person the benefit of the doubt, right? And I feel like there is some truth in, if you are undergrad and you hate science, if you hate bio and chem and physics and psych and talking to people and learning about science and learning about medicine, if you hate literally every aspect of pre-med, what makes you think med school is going to magically be something different? I feel like giving her the benefit of the doubt, there is some truth in taking stock in the feelings that you're having and knowing that they're valid, and maybe things in the future might not be different. That being said, pre-med is not fun for a lot of people. Medical school can be quite difficult, but way more fun for many people as well. I loved organic chemistry. I loved P-Chem. I did not like genetics. I liked biochem sometimes, but it got more complicated and I hated it more. Physics was not fun for me. A lot of volunteering or shadowing experiences I did, like many, because I felt like it was an expectation of me to do these things, and I wasn't entirely intrinsically motivated to do them. And a lot of the first preclinical phase in medical school is similar. I'm sitting down, nose deep in a book, and all I want to do is talk to people, right? I feel it can be quite unnecessarily concerning at best, especially coming from someone who did not go through medical school to instill fear in the process in pre-meds. And I don't know if this is intentional or not. And again, I usually assume people's intentions are good. But instead of saying, hey, pre-med, if you don't like this process now, what makes you think it's going to get better later? I would encourage them to say, hey, if there are certain things about pre-med that you like, if there's a 20% that you love, and if 50% you can tolerate, and I can't do math, 30%, the rest of it that you hate, I would tell them to mitigate the things they don't like and maximize the things they do, because this process is too long to spend any amount of time on things that don't bring you some kind of fulfillment or happiness. So don't feel like you need an arbitrary 1,500 hours of research just because that's what Student Doctor Network or Reddit says that you should do those things. If you like your volunteering gig where you play guitar at the children's hospital, just do that. I feel like it can get especially dangerous for populations of people who don't look like me, who are marginalized and discouraged from entering the process because it's difficult. Women, people of color, LGBTQ community, other minoritized people, differently abled people. You can do a lot of harm, I feel, intentional or not, by saying sweeping things like, hey, if you don't like it now, what do you think is going to be different?